Hello, YouTube. It's me, JD, more commonly known as Witch Doc or Paradox Props. I came to show you because, well, not show you, but I came to today's vid because I kind of needed to. Now, I told you on the channel via Paradox that a big idea was game theory and, well, as you know, DIY. What goes good together when it comes to this? Well, there's a dear game of mine, for those wondering. It's called Overwatch. You know, that fancy smancy, shooter that people have been going nuts about with all the memes, all the content, all of that. But this is more importantly hero concept. Now, a little while ago, I posted something on the Overwatch forums. A little rant about the graphics limitations. Well, not limitations, but requirements. And B, about 3 ideas for heroes. One I've called the triplets, or the twins and their sister. Let's go over the first of these heroes. His name is Reyes, and you kind of get the idea of the nameplate, right? Well, for those who wonder, what does the last name Reyes come from? Witcher, for those who are new, is a clone of Gabriel Reyes during the time of the last few days of Overwatch, and more commonly was also known as Reaper. Now the triplets, it's kind of hard. Age-wise, they're all pretty much about 19, 20 years old. But here's the biggie. They've been, well, I guess I should get into the lore. As I said, they're clones, genetic clones, with the key to the genetics part of them being all within their last name. Each one of them has a skeleton built within an omnic frame, meaning muscle, tissue, organs, everything about that. It's all genetically created, but they have a robotic frame, so think Terminator type kind of frame. Now, as I said, we're talking about Witcher right now, so ignore whatever that is. Witcher is a tank buster, low HP, absurd amount of damage. Some people's eyes, he'd be considered, oh, I'm OP. But no, he's not. First off, let's go over Witcher's primary and secondary fire. Yes, I'm using a nerf split strike, but for this idea. Depending on what mode you go, like his namesake, Gabriel Reyes or Reaper, you have, tool shotgun, dual pistols. These pistols are very nasty at Reaper range. Like I says, he's usually 200 HP, but when that are 175, 150 HP, 25 armor. Or, 100 HP, 50 armor. Well, that are 75 armor. You get the idea. He's low HP, meaning for those tracer mains, he'll be useful. Now, as I said, his primary and secondary fire are, these. His passive is called Beast Mode. That's where this little thing comes in. For those wondering, this, if it was real, would be a tanto. That are a very big kitchen knife. Commonly more known as the Vorpal Blade in game. This is made from nano-ceramic metal, so for those who are Deadpool fans, they'll get the reference. Now, as I said, the big thing about this guy is he's a tank buster. Anything high HP, you click him, you hopefully will shred, at the cost of how low your HP is. Now, most people would think, oh, he's probably heavy moving. Well, there's 2 parts to Beast Mode. I forgot to mention that, did I? His first part, when he goes Beast Mode, is, he swaps his guns for a freaking big knife. Secondly, technically secondly and thirdly, but secondly, he's able to withstand any one-hit kills. Now, for those who can understand it, they can quite literally use this to and, a survivability type meta. I know, I'm noob at hero concepts, but hopefully you get the idea. Also, each one of his guns holds 4 rounds, two barrels, it makes sense. Meaning, this would be the release and reload. So, click the release when empty, click the reload when out. Another thing is, he's pretty basic. He's, I guess, to the beginners, they'd understand him, but the people like Seagull or, pretty good tracers or Genjis, they'd understand him more. Like I says, he ain't that fast, but he packs a wallop of a punch. You have a Ryan barrier in front of you? Well, this guy can easily pop it. I mean, for those wondering, one shot at, and this is Reaper range, remember, can do 80 damage. Let's see, 80 damage in, well, H and 4 shots per mag? You're practically wrecking with, like, Reaper. And of course, this is including the headshot. Otherwise, it's 40 damage, but still, that is damage. Like I says, now as I told you, the first part of Beast Mode, he gets, well, survivability, critical health. I'm talking 10 HP, people. 10 HP. And, well, when you get hit by a one-hit kill. Otherwise, when you go below a quarter, so roughly about 25 HP if I'm remembering right, you enter Beast Mode. Now the team will know this. They will see a big red aura, a big freaking aura. I do mean big, by the way. Letting you know, oh, I've entered Beast Mode. Now, when this happens, when he is below the 25 health or in critical health, we are talking infinite crits. I mean, wherever you hit, guaranteed crit. And I'm sorry if I played a little too much Team Fortress 2 and have fun with the crit streak. I'm just being honest. Now, looks, we're talking a guy, an edgelord who runs a trench coat, a leather trench coat, and and wears the combat boots. And also, for those wondering, he also wrecks a good old ponytail, black and silver in the hair, and knockout gloves. Meaning he ain't afraid to fricking throw a punch at you. But, it is what it is. Like I says, his abilities are simple. He has what I call topsy-turvy, or coming through is another better way, which basically allows him to jump off. If you're near a ledge, you can either jump up it or jump down it, and release every single 8 shots. This is a damaging move as well as a counter. And then you have corkscrew. Now, I don't know if you guys remembered this, but this is basically where he pretty much goes nuts and basically dive bombs you. Now, there is a distance. We're talking about as far as a human can leap, so maybe 10 feet. But still, in that 10 feet, you are talking a ton. Like I says, if I had the cosplay active, I would. Technically got his jacket made, but that's another story. But here's this guy. Say hello to Witcher Reyes, his kit, his weapons and simplicity. As best as I can put him as Cape Man. But hey, this could be like a Junker skin, which is a cool part of his lore. Because for a while, he served the Queen in Junkertown. She called the Queen of Junkertown called him, her right-hand man, and gave her a nice little mechanical dragon for a pet. But I don't know how they would work that in. Maybe an emote, he claps his hand, gets on his knees, clasps his hand, and it comes. I don't know. It's just a thought. But yeah, say hello to Witcher, if he ever does get put into Overwatch. Note, he will be quite nasty. And I'll come up a little later with a drawing, but for now, I gotta go. This is the first of 3 people. So, bye-bye. I love you all, my dear family.